Hey, it's J.T. Jones. Today we're talking about the 3 reasons why you should never chase women. Reason number 1. A woman wants to feel like she earned the man. Here's what you need to understand about human beings. Human beings do not value what they do not work hard for. Let's say that again. Human beings do not value what they do not work hard for. If you're chasing a woman, you're making it easy for her. If it's easy for her to get you, then automatically you take away her ability to value you. The only way a woman is going to value you is to believe that she did something to earn you. Another way to say this is she has to be chasing you just as much as you are chasing her. In a perfect scenario, she's chasing you harder than you're chasing her. So we can say women do not value what they don't have to work hard for. So put her to work in order for her to get with you. The second reason you should never chase a woman is because a woman wants a man who has sexual abundance in his life. If a woman sees that you're hungry only for her and you're chasing only her and you're holding out only for her, what that's telling her is that this man does not have sexual abundance in his life. Other women don't want this guy. This guy is not sexually active. That communicates low status. Women want a guy who has high status and what I will call high sexual status. A woman wants to believe that you are actively in the game and actively sexual. Otherwise, in most cases, she's not going to value you. Now, we can put a side note here. If you're religious and you're going after a religious woman and you guys are saving each other for marriage, then this doesn't apply. But make no mistake, in a way it still does. Even then, she still has to see that other women want you. And you need to let her know, hey, I may be pursuing you, but I'm not only pursuing you, I'm also pursuing Jessica, Jennifer, and Sarah. Okay, so if you say no to me, I got my backups. Now, I know for some of you, you're romantic and you want to say, no, but I just want to go after her and I don't want her to think that I like anyone else. Blah. In an ideal Hollywood world, that works. But in the real life, a woman needs to feel that there is some competition between her and other females. This comes back to reason number 1. A woman needs to feel like she had to kind of fight and compete in order to get you. If you were easy, available, and she could just snatch you up with no problem, well, then she cannot value you because you were too easy. So, even if you're a devout Christian and holding out for marriage, you still need to show the woman you're going after that you have other options and that you will not hesitate to go after those other options if she gives you the no, the ultimate no. So what I'm saying here is a woman needs to feel some sense of loss when you're pursuing her. Otherwise, she's not going to value you. And the third reason you should never chase women is because even if you chase a woman really hard to the point where you convince her to be with you, you have taken away her ability to value you. Said in another way, if you convince her to be with you and you tried really hard and finally she's like, okay, and she gives in because you offered her a house and a car and money and security and all this stuff, and she's like, okay, well, I guess he's the responsible decision, okay. Well, for the rest of the relationship, you're going to be less valuable than her because you had to beg and plead and convince her to be with you. So ultimately, she will not value you, which will ultimately create endless problems in the relationship. You will be miserable because you know that she doesn't really respect you or value you. She will be miserable because she doesn't look up to you. She looks down at you. And so the whole relationship will just go to poop. So what I'm saying here is you need to be valuable to a woman. If she feels like you're less valuable than her, even if you get her, that relationship's never going to work, because a woman wants to look up at a man. She wants to feel like, oh, I got a prize. I was lucky. I got him. Okay? She wants you to be at her level or higher. She wants to feel lucky that she got you, not feel like, oh, well, he convinced me to be with him. Okay? You never want to be in that dynamic. So, in conclusion, you need to make a woman chase you just as much, if not more, than you're chasing her. She needs to see and believe that she won you over, okay? That you were some kind of prize and she won you over, and that wasn't easy for her. And she has to ultimately believe that it was ultimately her idea to be in a relationship with you, and she needs to feel somehow that she tamed you and, kind of got you away from all the other competition, the women, and now you're hers because she won you over and she tamed you. Okay, so she has to see from her eyes, the best dynamic in a relationship is when the woman feels like she did some chasing, she worked hard to win the guy over, and she ultimately worked in order to get him. In that scenario, you're set up to have a good relationship. My specialty is I help men attract their dream woman. If you would like help and you're sick of randomly browsing on YouTube, check in the description box for the link where you can book a free 15-minute call with me where we will talk and I can see if I can help you attract, date, and keep a quality woman that you're going to make your girlfriend and ultimately, hopefully, your wife.